Hello, Propane page. It is a floating head talking to you today because of the colour of this. Matches the backdrop nicely. So, yesterday, a client told me that he managed to avoid eating Uber Eats in the evening and that he chalked this up as a victory for him. It's a victory because services like Uber Eats make blowing your calories as convenient as possible, and obviously convenience is their big selling point. So I told him about another client that I've got who has managed to beat this with a really interesting tactic. And the coaching relationship's interesting because we are always learning as much from our clients as they are learning from us. And this is what I call the 5-pound dickhead strategy. So he just carries a series of 5-pound notes in his back pocket whenever he goes out and whenever there's a possible temptation of binging or blowing his calories by going out and eating when he's already hit them for the day. The reason for that is that rather than automating this decision and having it on your card and it automatically just charges and you don't have to think about it, you have to physically get out the 5-pound notes and take them out one by one, and you end up feeling like a dickhead. So this is the strategy that he uses, and it works because what we're doing, I'm going to play with these a little bit more, let's leave Diglett there. So it works because it forces you to come face to face with the conscious decision to do the bad habit, or the habit that isn't skillful or isn't productive and not taking you towards your goal. So the lesson for this is to stop automating your bad habits and try and drop the barriers to entry for the ones that you do want to achieve. So things like Uber Eats or Netflix or any of these things where when you're tired and you've got the decision fatigue kicking in at the end of the day, and it's easier just to default to the bad habit, to that one. Instead, rather than storing trigger foods in the fridge, spend a couple of hours on a Sunday morning doing your meal prep. Try and reduce the barriers to entry for the stuff that you do want to do. So if you don't know how to get started with meal prep, or you want to learn more about the anatomy of a habit and how to actually develop them, then check out Meal Prep 101 and Habits 101. I will put the links to them below in the bottom of this video. One is an article on the website, the other is a live stream that I did a few weeks ago. We also go into much more detail with this stuff in our mastery programs, Fat Loss Mastery and Strength Mastery, where we will give you a full step-by-step guide to implement all of this stuff, countering any possible problems that you may encounter with your diet and your training. And there is an accountability group in there as well, along with full detailed modules on managing your diet around a social life, training, technique, habits, sleep, all of that good stuff too. Alright, so check out the links below and I will speak to you soon. Hey, we're Yusef and Jonny from Propane Fitness, and I just want to take the time to show you something that people don't often know about, which is the huge repository, the members area of Fat Loss Mastery and Strength Mastery. So these are our mastery programs, and it contains all of our best information on diet and training, giving you everything that you need to just accelerate your progress and take you out of fumbling around in the dark. So let's just take a look through the members area itself.
So these are both available online using the link below what we're talking about for only $19.97 a month. And we obviously think that's a massive steal, and I'll explain why just quickly by showing you inside. So as you can see, each of these red boxes on the left-hand side, that represents a module in most cases. Sometimes it represents a series of frequently asked questions that we get asked from guys like yourself who come into this program and have a question about something specific. It might be, oh, well, I want to know more about when I adjust my macros and calories to improve my fat loss or prevent any plateaus. It might be, well, what are the pros and cons of lifting with a belt and how tight should I have it? So they're really comprehensive. We covered so much in there and they're being added to every single week. But what does a module look like? Well, so each one isn't just 10 seconds of content. Like, these are huge bodies of information that we piece together that you get to work through on a weekly basis. So each week, one of us will be introducing the module. So it's like a virtual coaching experience. We talk you through the details of what we'll be discussing that week. So as you can see here, we have a 35-minute video for you to go through and digest in your own time, MP3 versions if you need to listen to it on the go, and then guides on your training program. We give you downloads, and there's extra stuff, bonuses, challenges, tasks, things to complete at the end of every week. Our goal with this product and our goal with the members areas is to automate this stuff for you. So you maybe feel like you want to learn more about alcohol or caring for your mind or caring for your body, your tissue, your mobility. We've taken these pieces and we've broken out the big rocks, the big themes in them, and made this into an actionable, simple, stepwise framework. So it's just all taken care of for you. In addition to that, we give you a new training program every 4 weeks or every single month. And so you no longer have this nagging feeling of like, well, what am I going to do with my training next time?
So there's a huge number of bonuses to get into as well. As Jonny said, we unpack some of the big topics that you guys have asked us to do, things like mindset, sleep, habit development, and there's over 100 FAQs across training, supplements, diet, injury prevention, and all of that stuff, including every single digital product that we've ever made. So you'll get instant access to any of the ebooks relating to fat loss or muscle gain, big guides on hypertrophy, cheat sheets, PDF downloads, and we'll keep you accountable with that. You'll have access to a Facebook group where you can get in touch with other members and keep each other accountable with your progress.
And we're adding to this every single week at the moment. So as you can see here down the left, as we move into the latter modules, and these are drip fed on a weekly basis, we move into some more specific things. Like recently, Yusef did a drop-in clinic on specifically back pain, the mind-muscle connection, and weight stalling. And even just in that module, which isn't necessarily following a presentation style framework, you can ask questions that get fed into these. And even in that style of framework and discussion, there's tons to learn, tons to unpack from it. So we're really quite selective over what we upload into this. And it is basically a curriculum, a course, and a way to automate your diet, your training, your nutrition. We like to think that basically you'll never need to go anywhere else for your learning, for your training, for your nutrition management ever again.
You can go into as much detail as you want to as well. We give you the minimum to get started, and then if you want to dive in further, there's always the extra resource for that too.
So that's it. That's a look inside Fat Loss Mastery. If you would like to join one of these mastery programs, if your goal is fat loss, then Fat Loss Mastery is the choice for you. If your goal is strength mastery, that's the choice for you. We will actually give you access to both, but it's about selecting which one that you want to go for first. $19.97 a month or a single payment of $197 for lifetime access. So if you want our opinion, our take on these topics, if you like what we talk about, you like our content, and you want to learn about any of these things, this is the most affordable, quickest and easiest way to start, and you get access to this for you to use as much or as little as you want. So if you want to get started, click the link below or go to propanefitness.com/mastery, follow the details, and we'll see you on the other side.